Hey there, everyone. That sexy nerd is back again. And, well, we got Scooby-Doo versus Courage the Cowardly Dog. And I'm like, why? Why is this happening? So I don't understand this. I feel like this is like the match that would not work. I mean, they just seem better as friends. But I feel like we've had this the whole time. Maybe it'll end up just like that Deadpool versus Pinkie Pie thing, where they're kind of just friends and it just ends up being okay. Maybe. Who knows? But I feel like there's a darker edge to both of these two, so maybe they will. Who knows? I don't want to see either one of them die, though. I don't. I don't want to see Scooby-Doo, and I don't want to see Courage die, because both of them are big parts of my childhood. It's like, it would be like seeing Ed, Edd and Eddy go up against Dexter's Laboratory or something like that. No, you wouldn't want to see anybody die in that scenario, except maybe Dee Dee, but still. But anyway, let's just get into the episode. And remember, please, smash that like button if you want to see more sexy and nerdy content, and subscribe if you think I deserve it. And let's do this thing, y'all.
Courage, the Cowardly Dog, straight out of nowhere.
Canis familiaris, man's best friend, the dog. No animal companion has stood by humanity's side as long or as loyally.
Even, and maybe especially, these two yellow-bellied, lily-livered scaredy cats. Or dogs. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle. Throughout the ages, countless philosophers have posited the same question time and time again.
Scooby-Dooby-Doo, where are you?
Pretty much everywhere, from cartoons to comics, from
Seriously.
video games to board games, from live theater
everywhere.
To the most incredible major motion picture of all time.
it's not.
He's the greatest Dane since Hamlet.
But his monumental presence in popular culture belies his humble origins. Born to Momsy and Dada-Doo in Doosville, USA.
Doosville ain't
forgot
what it
about
used to be
that.
ever since they moved all those manufacturing jobs to
Scoober-Doo.
Bangladesh.
The young Scoobert was adopted by the Rogers family and their prodigal gluttonous son, Norville, better known by his friends
Shaggy.
as Shaggy.
Those friends being Velma Dinkley, Daphne Blake, Fred Jones, and sometimes
Scrappy.
With their powers combined, they are Mystery Incorporated, a cadre of snot-nosed teenagers traveling the Nixon-era United States in a cushed-up Volkswagen,
Nixon-era.
foiling seemingly paranormal crimes and unmasking corrupt authority figures.
all of whom definitely would have gotten away with it too if it weren't for those meddling kids and their dog.
Scooby is indispensable in Mystery Inc. investigations. Great Danes were bred by 17th century German nobility to hunt bear, boar, and deer.
Really?
Which means he's a master tracker. Scooby's super sniffer nose can root out the bad guys no matter how well hidden.
They were called Kamarhunda, or chamber dogs, because they stay in their prince's chambers and protect them from assassins.
Yeah.
Such brave, fearless doggos.
Too bad for Shaggy and the gang, the apple
He's an
didn't
actual
just fall
coward.
far from the tree, it defied the laws of Newtonian physics and rocketed into space at the speed of light, because Scooby is an absolute coward.
He's terrified of his own shadow and constantly anxious about everything imaginable. And his only motivation is his
Oh
delicious
my god, all
Scooby
these
snacks.
memories.
Which makes it so baffling that he's actually kind of a badass.
Yeah, he
He's
is.
a master of the dupe, a classic technique of cartoon tricksters.
Sometimes called the power of positive assertion. Scooby
Power of
flexes his
positive.
mastery of disguise to fool would-be attackers, like seducing zombies as a belly dancer, or tricking a jester into entering an existential crisis.
This man was so thoroughly convinced to rethink his entire life, he went all the way home and got into bed before realizing he'd been fooled.
Obviously,
Oh,
these disguises
well.
shouldn't work at all, but Scooby's just so supernaturally talented, they just do. See, this is a perfect example. No one in their right mind would
That's
think that
his
that's
mother.
anyone but Boomstick in an awful wig and makeup.
Yeah,
That's my
his
mom.
mother. Yeah.
I'm so sorry, ma'am. If those disguises sound completely impossible, that's because they are. You might have thought of the Scooby-Doo series as being pretty grounded with all its men and masks, but then one day, the mask did not come off.
Nope.
That's right, it's terror
Time again.
The monsters started being real, and Scooby became just as bonkers to match. Like, remember those Scooby snacks? They started to give him a physical boost in strength.
You know what's really weird too is that I remember everybody was like, "Oh, this time the monsters are real for Scooby-Doo and Zombie Island." It was not the first time. They legit met Dracula, Frankenstein, and all these people when Scrappy was still a new thing, and everybody was trying not to be annoyed by him. I don't understand, by the way, why everybody finds Scrappy-Doo annoying as hell. I don't think he's that bad. I mean, he doesn't make the situation better, but he doesn't make it that much worse, does he? The only one I ever see him be annoying is if you guys haven't seen my my thing, the mystery, the little things. I'll put a link to it up there. But yeah, it's so funny.
Kind of like Popeye's spinach.
That's nothing. Shaggy's brilliant uncle, Albert
Oh.
Shackleford, upgraded those snacks with nanite technology, giving them a variety of different effects. Everything from invisibility, robotic armor, force field, super intelligence,
What
and
is this?
Panther!
Yeah, nano
Panther?
machines, dog. And we're just getting started. He can stretch and squash his body any way he likes,
Oh.
even duplicating himself or regenerating from damage.
Like being chopped into pieces,
Likes
crumbling into dust, or
courage.
just blowing up.
His soul was literally scared out of his body, and both his body and soul kept going at the same
What?
time. That doesn't make sense.
He can
No.
appear in multiple places at once, ignore the laws of gravity, rewind time with his time scepter or super speed, draw things into existence,
Super speed, what?
and mess with the plot of his own show.
Things getting a little too spooky for him? He'll just cut to commercial break.
He's also got weapons like the Super Spooker 3000, a gun that instills fear into the hearts of man.
And
What?
not like an actual gun, it literally shoots fear.
Or the Chest of Demons,
I remember
an ark
that.
containing 13 monstrous ghosts.
Ghost!
Should you be trapped within its grasp, your body and soul will be imprisoned in everlasting torment in this heretofore undiscovered 10th circle of hell.
What?
Neat! Scooby-Doo has dodged laser beams and electromagnetic waves, survived being at the epicenter of an explosion that blew up time, and successfully performed the Zabriskie Triangle with Shaggy and Maddie Ziegler.
The Zabriskie Triangle is a dance so unbelievably dangerous that even imperfect executions have caused widespread destruction.
When
Really?
performed perfectly, it was so beautiful it literally lit up the entire universe and blew up the enormous snow globe containing it. It makes sense if you watch the show. Actually, no, it doesn't.
Taking this literally, we can measure the volume of the broken glass compared to the size of our entire cosmos within it. In order to shatter what is essentially an enormous glass superstructure,
What?
each dancer would have to be generating enough energy to destroy our universe 11 quintillion times over.
That's right. Maddie Ziegler is a universe buster.
With Scooby-Doo
What?
as their nigh omnipotent mascot, Mystery Incorporated has saved the world from alien invasions, wielded the power of a yellow lantern ray,
What?
and was even made a member of the Mystery Analysts of Gotham
Oh, well,
by
there you go.
Batman himself.
Hell yeah!
Yes, Batman, the world's greatest detective, recognizes Scooby's skills.
Even
Of course
facing
he
down
would.
and defeating the evil entity, an eldritch dark god, and surviving its death, which rewrote all of reality.
No!
Yeah, you know, the talking dog that crossed over with the Harlem Globetrotters and Don Knotts defeated Satan. No biggie.
What?
So, where is Scooby-Doo? He's solving mysteries and saving the world
Hell
with his
yeah.
found family.
Also, he's an alien.
Wait, what?
What? Scooby-Doo's an alien.
We interrupt this program to bring you
Courage, the Cowardly Dog Show.
Starring
Starring
Courage, the Cowardly Dog.
Abandoned as a pup, he was found
I'm already seeing, I think Courage might have a weakness here. Oh no. They didn't realize that Scooby-Doo is technically a planet buster. Like, try to put him up against Goku now. Or SpongeBob, apparently. SpongeBob is freaking... What?
by Muriel, who lives in the middle of nowhere with her husband, Eustace Bag.
But creepy stuff happens in nowhere.
It's up to Courage to save his new home.
Stupid Wiz, you made me look bad.
Ooga booga booga!
You're breathing on me. Get away.
Sorry. But who wouldn't be excited for one of animation's mightiest mutts?
Courage is an
fucking love
adorable
Courage.
pink beagle with a heart of gold
Beagle?
and an undying love for his doting Scottish mistress.
Not a beagle.
Beagles are hare hunters with intense separation anxiety, excellent senses of smell, and a set of lungs that'll knock your socks off. All of which fits Courage to a T.
It does,
especially
actually.
the howling part.
Yeah.
To be fair, Courage has a lot to howl about. Nowhere USA is a magnet for interdimensional weirdness.
Why?
Attracting some of the strangest freaks in the world.
Like mess.
You know what I bet you they'll be afraid to do? Well, to bring in the Courage Scooby-Doo movie. Like, I guess you could find out what'll happen between them in that movie.
Criminals, cats, and LeQuack, mattress
LeQuack.
demons, mummies, weremoles, mad scientists, gods and goddesses, aliens, robots, alien robots, this chicken, the king of flan, and of course, the United States government.
And
Yeah,
poor Courage
seriously.
is absolutely terrified of all
All
of
of
it.
it.
But his devotion to Muriel means he'll always step up and fight the good fight.
Good thing
He
he's
will.
kind of a genius. He's a brilliant engineer capable of whipping up the most devious of traps almost instantly. And he's got an unending supply of tools at his disposal.
Everything
does.
from his trusty mallet to grappling hooks, ray guns, flamethrowers, chainsaws, bombs, eagle-sized cannons, yo-yos, a mind control helmet, vampire hunting gear, and the God Bone.
Bone.
An
Oh.
ancient artifact that is completely
I forgot
irresistible
about the
to
God
any
Bone.
mortal dog, forcing
Except
them
Courage.
to lick it until they die.
Except for Courage, of course.
Yeah.
I guess if you have the willpower to stare down a gigantic purple foot mobster, you can resist even the most delicious of treats.
And
Good
he
point.
can pull all of this stuff out of his ass anytime he wants. He always has exactly what he needs.
All thanks to his computer named Computer. A sentient desktop which knows almost
I remember
anything
that.
and everything,
Dog bone.
even if he has a bit of an attitude about it.
Which means he's always prepared, especially when he can shapeshift his body into literally anything he can think of.
From inanimate objects to monsters to different animation mediums entirely.
Yeah,
Courage
seriously.
usually uses this as a form of charades to communicate with others, but don't get it twisted. These aren't just visual animation gags. His body is actually shapeshifting.
Courage's
Weirdly,
body
it
is a
is.
canvas upon which his imagination runs wild. He can stretch to crazy lengths, shrink to microscopic sizes, turn invisible, appear anywhere he wants, or duplicate himself.
He's also effectively immune to
Immune?
damage.
Yeah.
He still feels pain, but apparently his
can't
sheer
kill him.
terror overrides it.
Like the times he tore himself in half or turned himself fully inside out. The dude somehow vaporized his entire body completely without even ash remaining, and he just popped back good as new.
Classic cartoon shenanigans, but technically anatomically correct. Until it isn't. Courage can create objects from his imagination and often breaks the fourth wall, directly addressing the audience.
Now, you would think being an impossible to kill force of nature would boost his confidence a bit,
No.
but isn't that what anxiety does to you? It undermines your sense of self-worth and magnifies the problems around you.
Sure, but Courage is also fighting gods just as
Albany.
powerful as himself. Like this enormous alien which could spike meteors so hard it spun the Earth 1,000 years into the future. That's crazy.
Then Courage got shot out of a cannon that punched him through the moon,
Oh, I
only to
remember
get
that.
slapped by that same
Same
alien
alien.
and sent crashing back to the planet. And he was fine.
Courage is strong enough to physically patch up holes in the ozone layer, hold stars in his hands, and scream so loud he shattered the sun.
A scream like that would be like getting hit with over 100 septillion hydrogen bombs all at once, which is, a lot.
And keep in
A
mind,
lot.
the sound waves of his scream would have had to travel through the near vacuum of space. Basically, a complete scientific impossibility.
Next time you replace my beers in the fridge with LaCroix, I'm getting my boy Jack Spaniel to blow up the sun. You've been warned.
Jack
That's
Spaniel.
not all. One time he operated a Peloton controlling a UFO and pedaled it fast enough to fly past Saturn, enter hyperspace, and cross the Milky Way galaxy.
Though Courage's greatest challenge came from inside his very home.
Eustace.
A monster who tortures his poor pooch every single day. A depraved, psychotic motherfucker. The true Prince of Darkness. The greatest villain in cartoon history.
Eustace.
Eustace.
He even collected all of Courage's greatest foes like a legion of doom, all to mercilessly beat Courage to a pulp in a game of dodgeball.
He gives
Damn.
all rednecks a bad name, Wiz. I want to end him. Low.
Okay, well, Courage's accumulated
I get
PTSD
it.
always held him back until he met a kindred spirit,
Scooby-Doo.
another cowardly monster
Yes,
hunting
he did.
hound, Scooby-Doo.
Oh, yeah, I remember him.
Together, they discover the source of Nowhere's weirdness, a dark matter meteor that controlled reality
So
itself.
weird.
Originally, the meteor that wiped out the dinosaurs, its dark matter can rewrite the laws of physics, control minds, and turn Courage into a giant kaiju.
Taking the meteor for himself, Courage finally faced his fears, defeating this cicada queen goddess thing and
Yeah.
saving his family once and for all. Yes, even Eustace.
Even Eustace.
So let that be a lesson to any who would encroach upon the Bag's humble farm. It has a protector.
He may be small and he may be scared, but standing up to our peers is what makes us brave in the first place. That's why his name is Courage.
I love Courage. I don't want either to lose. I feel like Scooby might have a strength advantage, but Courage also has an endurance advantage. So I don't know, guys. It's really up in the air, and I don't want to see either. I want them just to become friends. That's it. Scooby-Dooby-Doo, where are you?
Ariel!
He sounds like him.
Terrence, road rhythm. Me? What do I do? What do I do?
Oh, what? Oh, well. Dick. The wrestling.
Robert's got it! Robert's got it! Come on!
What the hell's going on? Oh, bastard. Oh. Yes!
One more thing.
Oh, that's just the worst one.
How to defeat a Great Dane with a speech impediment, eh? You twit.
Yo, this is embarrassing.
It burns!
Oh, really? What? The God
All
Bone?
dogs love their bones, don't they?
Oh no! That's cheating! Oh. Wait a minute.
This could be bad. My name isn't Chad James. And it's
It's
not.
not. Oh, Jesus, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh my God, I love this so much. See, tie.
Stupid dogs, you made me look bad. What's her? Well,
These are pretty good impressions.
oh, cut it out.
Huh. Yeah, I kind of always wanted to see that happen.
Well, Muriel, I hate that stupid dog!
had a feeling it was going to end this way.
KO!
Wait, what? Who won?
Wiz, as happy as I am to
cares?
avoid on-screen dog murder, wasn't one of them supposed to die?
Not since the Great Norris Sancho Singularity
Seriously.
event of 2015 have we had a result like this. It can't end like this, right?
Even with Courage's insane cosmic feats, you'd think the Zabriskie Triangle would be enough to seal the deal. But both pooches could regenerate from basically any kind of physical damage.
Both were incredibly smart in different ways. Scooby was more of a trickster with his dupes, while Courage was a scheming genius. Computer could have given Courage the edge if not for their canon crossover, where it failed to have solid information on Scooby and the gang.
No, I guess it came down to their unique abilities.
That's
and for
true.
90% of their arsenals, they were evenly matched. Transmutation, mind control, you get it. They're tunes with basically anything, except for the Chest of Demons and the Dark Matter Meteor.
Sure, the chest could theoretically always trap Courage, but he'd always be able to escape and destroy it with the Dark Matter Meteor.
But
Really?
Scooby could repair the damage by reversing time and then trap him again.
And then Courage would break out again. You know where this is going.
Ultimately, this
Wow.
battle between man's best friends would never end.
But this is
Whoa.
a death battle. Somebody has to die.
Someone did, Wiz.
Yeah, someone did.
Someone did.
Anybody tell you that you're kind of scary sometimes?
I don't like dog killers.
Scooby and Courage were
didn't kill
incredibly
nobody.
tough opponents that could go blow for blow for blow. They were smart, powerful, and incredibly broken.
Doggone
They
it,
were,
Wiz.
yeah.
I guess you could say Eustace had one hell of a rough day. I shih tzu not. Oh, whew, those were powerful.
Stop. This battle is a draw.
It's a draw, bitch! Hell yeah!
Hi,
Hell
I'm Ben,
yeah.
voice of Wiz. Thank you so much for watching. Join button below. See what you're missing.
Wow. Draw. Rick versus Doc. Oh. Really? Really? Okay. That was actually better than I thought it was going to be. Way better than I thought it was going to be. And I'm actually, I kind of figured it was going to be a draw. I mean, I was saying to myself, I'm like, yeah, what if this is just like a draw? Because I don't think they can legitimately kill anyone or even each other. So how's this going to work? And you know what? I'm kind of glad the way it ended. And the next one, though, versus Doctor Who, that is more what I'm interested in. But isn't it going to be like really hard to calculate all the Doctor's feats and everything? I don't know. It's just a lot. But anyway, tell me what you thought of this battle and what you thought of what you think of the next death battle. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. So please smash that like button if you want to see more sexy and nerdy content, and subscribe if you think I deserve it. And I'll see you on the next video.